that? Is that you? Oh my goodness, hello. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a fine Thursday afternoon, evening, whatever time. Someone came in like the other day ago and said like, oh yeah, good morning from like Australia. I'm like, it is 6 in the afternoon or 6 in the evening. But anyways, hope everyone's having a good Thursday. We're doing some more bow dually loadouts with the poison arrows, the poison packs, with the poison everything. I don't know, it's definitely a gimmick loadout, definitely a bit more on the goofy side, but I don't really care because it's kind of fun. And I think that the bow is like the only, pairing a bow with dual wielding is the only like fun way to run dual wielding. I don't know. Anyways, this is our loadout today. Like I said, bow with full poison because I want to see if poison arrows like are actually worth it. So far they haven't been. The only value that I've got out of them has just been killing AI. That's kind of about it. And then we have our pistols here. We have our dual paxes with poison ammo. Just something, just I throw a little bit more poison in there. Why not? And we also have poison trip mines with concertina trip mines. So yeah, I hope you brought an antidote shot, stupid. Knuckle knife, so I have something to deal with immolators, and then pretty standard tools and consumables. Other than that, my bit shot, my regen shot, an explosive, and a ammo box, just because these things chew through ammo pretty quickly, and poison arrows reduce your ammo by quite a bit. So let's hop right in. Let's do this. Onwards we go. The poisonous perpetrator. Yes, that is me. It is very, very hot in my apartment right now. Thankfully, there's a bit of a breeze coming through the window, so I opened that up as much as I could, but holy shit, this entire day it has just been like, I just feel like I am melting. I had some stuff I was going to get done. I was going to do a bunch of cleaning and whatnot. I'm like, oh my god, it's just too hot, so I'm waiting until the sun goes down to do that. So I've just been like hanging out, snuggling with Pop-Tart, and like playing Red Dead all day, because I finally... I've had Red Dead 2 in my library for so long, and you'd think with like how much I like Hunt and the whole like sort of, you know, time period aesthetic that we got going on here, that I would also like Red Dead. I do really like Red Dead now that I've actually sat down and played a decent chunk of it, but I just haven't. The other times that I've started playing it has been like right before, like I'm like, I'm gonna get into a story game. Oh yay! I'm like, I'll get into Red Dead, and then I like just sit on it for a minute, like, oh, I don't want to start it just yet. I have other things I want to do. Oh, I'll just put it off. And then I start it like about 3 days before I develop some other like new hyperfixation. So I finally jumped on it this time, and I've been playing through. I haven't finished the game ever. I barely played it. I just made it to Saint Denis, and that's like the furthest I've ever made it so far. Just finished up chapter 3, so no spoilers please, aside from the obvious ones that I've seen everywhere on the internet. But I remember last time I said like I've never played Red Dead or never like finished it. There were people in the chat who were just like, what, are you crazy? Like, such a good game. It wasn't even like when the game like was even close to coming out. It was like a year ago. I'm enjoying it. It's nice to sit back and just play like a story-based game, and Red Dead is very fun. I'm really enjoying the story so far. I go to Hunt for my shooting, and I go to Red Dead for my everything else Western, because Red Dead doesn't have the best shooting in the world. I feel like shooting has never been Rockstar's forte. It is really funny seeing like how quickly Arthur reloads some of the weapons in that game, though, because it does share a lot of the same weapons as Hunt. It's about the same time period. You ever take like a couple of years, and yeah, seeing like, you know, usually it takes a good like 10 seconds to reload like say a Pax from empty, Seeing Arthur do it in like 3, he just sort of wiggles his fingers and the bullets go in there. It's like, holy shit. It's also really funny considering that like Hunt's animations are already like pretty sped up. Hunt's animations are already pretty sped up compared to real life. They're a lot more smooth. You know, there's a lot less fiddliness with like extracting bullets out of your gun and whatnot when you're going for a reload. But yeah, seeing Arthur reload weapons that would take like, you know, double digits amount of time, like seeing him load 14 bullets into a fucking repeater in the span of like 5 seconds, it looks like he's just playing a damn guitar. He just sort of wiggles his finger on the breech and then everything goes in. A lot of people reload faster than Arthur Morgan. I mean, just generally speaking, but it just looks a little bit goofy, especially for a game that like prides itself on, you know, flexing its animations and whatnot, and they are very good animations. The weapon animations are not, maybe not the strongest part of the game. The average person reload in Hunt is, or average person reload is Hunt basically, albeit very practiced. Yeah, I mean, like, Hunt's animations are, for the most part, like, very smooth. Nothing ever really goes wrong. You know, your character never, like, fiddles with, you know, extracting bullets from the chamber and whatnot. Like, it's very, very smooth. And some are just kind of fudged a little bit, like Lamat, for example. You just kind of like rub your finger on the cylinder and the bullets come out. I mean, that's definitely not how it works in real life, but it's a video game. It's fine. I guess the only like instance of like we've seen of people kind of like struggling or like something not going like super smooth with a Hunt reload is something like on like the iron side. When you're like topping bullets into it, you kind of there's like the odd chance that a bullet will like kind of get stuck and you have to like kind of flick it in. It's like the only one I can really think of though off the top of my head. Who needs an extractor rod when you can just tickle your revolver? Exactly. And no one uses the fucking extractor rod in Hunt. Let's take it. I guess a terminus then? I feel like I'm hearing. Not. Spider. Is Elborn like right here? No, there's grunts here? Okay. We have people to the side of me though. Don't really want to get into a fight out in the open here. I think I'm just going to take this a bit slow and try not to accidentally step on them. Mr. Emulator, do not right now. Do not with me. Not right now. Don't you do it. I'm just gonna kind of approach from this way, try and get like in behind these guys and ambush them. They're still back there? What are they doing? Like fighting something? Not fighting Hellborn, because Hellborn's somewhere over there. I just don't want to get caught out here because this loadout is very much not a close range loadout. Or very much not a long range loadout. It is a very close range loadout. Dogs over there. Weird. I don't hear them. That shot was weird, though. They set that cow off. Are they doing it with poltergeist? What are they doing? Damn, dualies. Dualies didn't do shit, but these dogs might save me here. Shoot your shotgun again. Fuck it. Let's try it. Yeah, I fucked over there. I fucked myself over there, but yeah, damn, I just could not get him there. I should have picked up sooner. As soon as I heard them fighting those dogs, I should have picked up, but yeah, dualies kind of fucked me over there. Oh well. I should have just gone with the bow. The bow is at least more, at least with the bow, like it's a user error, right? More or less. That's what I'll tell myself. I'll tell myself there's maybe a little bit of deviation if I'm just really not hitting my shots, but yeah, dualies surely are just... Like, she had time to shoot me, sprint a little bit, reposition, ready a second shot, and blast me a second time before I landed a second shot on her, so... That just kind of is the way it is, unfortunately. But, oh well. We go again. Gabby and I went grocery shopping yesterday, and they were having a sale on dragon fruit, which is like my favorite fruit in the damn world. I love dragon fruit, especially in the summer. So I have kept them in the fridge and sliced one in half right before stream as a little snack. And on a hot day like today, oh my god, it hits so good. I want to eat the other half, but I want to save it too, because I know I will eat them all like within a 24-hour period, and I will probably like shit my pants, but you know. I have a specific mead that has dragon fruit in it. Interesting. I've never heard of dragon fruit mead. That sounds cool though. I like fruit beer and like ciders, but I haven't had too much of it. There was this really yummy fruit beer that I drank when I was out in, because I used to live in Quebec for a little bit, Quebec City, when I did my first year of university. And they had this really yummy local fruit beer that they, or the local brewery that made this yummy fruit beer. They made apple beer and they made blackberry beer, and the blackberry beer was so good. Like I up until that point, I was like, I don't really fuck with like beer or cider or anything. I don't like it. I just generally don't like the taste of alcohol. However, that blackberry fruit beer, it was so like it still had like that bitterness. Same with the apple beer, but it didn't like it wasn't bitter going down. It was just bitter like a little bit in your mouth, but like a pleasant bitter. And then it didn't burn going down or anything like that, which beer typically doesn't burn when it's going down. It's more like hard liquor, but um, it was just so pleasant and so refreshing. I'm like, maybe I'll give it a chance, and it kind of just opened my eyes. I do like beer the more I think about it, and the more I try it, but um, I definitely am much more of like a much more of like a cider kind of person, cider and fruit beer. I just haven't found any good fruit beer where I live in BC, and I can't get the yummy Quebec stuff because uh, alcohol imports are all over the place, especially when it comes to Quebec. And yeah, there's like no, there's I did find something from them like 5 years ago or something like that. When I first moved back to BC, which I felt super lucky to find, but I've never found the stuff like ever again. Um, I don't know. It was good though. I've just been buying like things of cider. I have a really yummy. I have a big thing of like pear cider that I honestly I'll probably pour myself one tonight. It's hot and this sounds so refreshing right now. I want something other than drink than just water. Pear cider's so tasty. It's everyone else's drink of choice, or I don't know how big on drinking chat is. I think we never really talked about it too much. It's like I'm not huge on alcohol. Alcohol just doesn't really agree with me. My body is very intolerant of just like a lot of substances that I put in it, but a little cider here and there I can handle, thankfully. If you went to a bar, you could order literally anything, what would you order? I will even extend this and say it can be a fictional drink too, if you think it sounds good. Oh. Like Blue Moon beer and also gin. I haven't really had too much ginny, and I don't really fuck with hard liquor. The taste of alcohol is like the burning taste of alcohol just. Yeah, don't like it. I need something to mix it with. Enjoy a wine cooler every now and then. That sounds nice. Rum and Coke or a good fruity mead. I've never had mead. What's the difference between it and like? I assume it's like, is it like sweeter? I feel like I always see people talking about like honey being used in mead. Rum and Coke though is a classic. Mead is honey, Viking stuff. It's basically honey wine. Okay, that's why I hear honey all the time. That makes sense. I probably wouldn't be able to drink it because, surprise, surprise, speaking of like my body being intolerant to stuff, my body doesn't like honey for some reason. Honey makes my stomach like turn knots. It's fucking horrible. I think it's dependent on like whatever kind of flower the pollen was taken from though, because certain honeys I've had that have been fine, but like other honeys I have literally just like a drop and my stomach is like doing backflips for the rest of the day. It sucks. So I don't know if I do too well with mead. Fermented honey, really like it as someone who also primarily enjoys ciders. That's a shame because I also really like ciders, so I probably like, assuming I could handle it, and my body doesn't freak out on me, I would probably like mead. Okay, going back to East Mountain. Do you have any advice for me since I like pushing forward, but I also like using long ammo loadouts? Long ammo is like can be an aggressive ammo type. I would say probably bring something that can apply. Like if you like playing aggressive and like pushing people, I'd say probably just go with like, I don't know, like a poison sparks or like something with incendiary so you can apply that debuff and give some pressure as you push someone. And then bring like a nice, like good close quarter secondary. So like an officer or a Lamat or whatever you're comfortable with. Something with fanning even. Could even do, if you like long ammo, you could even do like a sparks pistol with could like reverse the rolls, do a sparks pistol with like poison or fire, and then push off of that with like a full-size shotgun. Or there's a few different ways you can do it. Long ammo typically is like a little bit harder to use in like an aggressive loadout just because it's a bit slower. But you know, if I can make it work, I think just give yourself something with like some debuffs. Debuffs that you can apply to enemies. There we go. That's more what it's saying. Have you heard of the upcoming game called Hunger? It looks very hunt inspired. I have. I've seen the trailers and whatnot. Seems cool. I just am waiting. I'm not getting my expectations up too much right now, just because we like have barely seen any gameplay. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this game's gonna be awesome. It's gonna rock. It's the best. And then yeah, we just haven't seen anything, and then it turns out to just not be what people are expecting. Don't want to do that. I assume there's no one in here if this armored's chilling here and isn't set off. I do unfortunately kind of need to get like in there, but I might just hang out for a little bit and see what they decide to do. Am I the only one here? What's going on? I don't know what they have either. Don't tell me that they're concertina camping this. No, it's too early in the stream for me to fight concertina campers. Come on. All the way at the back. Are they all the way at the top? See, they're also getting pushed by people over here. There's one. Definitely saw another one over here, though. Okay. Oh, a nice bow shot. Okay. Youch. Is that on that guy in case he tries to pick up or something? It's a little scary. You kind of need to just chill out here for a little bit. I think he might be going for a pickup, maybe? Don't know. I just need to be careful because, like, that's a martini. Someone was shooting with the sparks, it sounded like. Allborn's on their way, too. Trying to beetle right now. Yeah, I just need to play this slow for a little bit. Just wait for this charcoal to go away. Unfortunately. Whatever. I'm surprised that killed me. I was definitely around the corner, but... I don't know if I agree with that necessarily killing me, but could have been the corn. I know corn's like really weird when it comes to penetration. I think they're sitting back there. We'll watch where... Yeah, their bounty's here too. Shame I was not able to do anything. Okay, well, I set those off. That's... That was almost bad, but the fire from my burning actually saved me there. Well, now we play the waiting game yet again, because that is a sparks with incendiary, so... Just kind of have to sit here. If they were smart, they would push me. Oh, okay. Yeah, incendiary sparks moment, I guess. Not really much I can do here aside from just sit and wait. I need that sparks gone. I'm pretty sure it's the cane that has it, but... So we're just gonna be sitting here for a little bit. Just need to make sure that they don't rotate around and get me. I haven't heard a shotgun, though. Try and sneak in this way. Oh, he was waiting for me. That's a little upsetting. He was fully ready for that, apparently, I guess. Damn. Oh well. Couple of nice bow shots, though. It's a shame that I blew myself up there. That cane, I feel like, was definitely trying to be... He was definitely my like, #1 enemy there. I don't think he much appreciated getting headshotted by a bow. Alright, let's go again. Part of me does wonder, like, do we need to take a look at incendiary ammo? Like, I'm saying this because it's relevant to what just happened there, because it is pretty annoying to just be taken out of the fight for, you know, a good, like, minute or two while you wait for your health to regen. But I also say is, like, I feel like I've definitely seen more incendiary weapons moving forward. I don't know. Ever since they changed how penetration works, it definitely feels like it definitely feels like we, especially on long ammo, I feel like it's less default long ammo and more incendiary. See way less Doom and fire now. Yeah, I agree. I think Doom you're seeing a lot less of because it's not really on, like, the problem weapons anymore. It isn't on, like, the Officer, and it's not on the Centennial, and I think those were the two big, like, problem weapons that had Doom. Which I don't know, like it does make me wonder, because pretty much every long ammo rifle in the game has access to incendiary ammo. I think the only one that doesn't is the Mako. As if I'm remembering correctly, the Berthier does, the Krag does, the Mosin, the Lebel do, the Sparks, the Martini. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Obviously the Obrez and the Obrez match does, because it's a variant of the Mosin, but I wonder if it's worth looking into maybe changing that around, or maybe giving it like the same sort of thing that like I don't feel like it's a problem on compact or medium ammo. Compact and medium ammo, that's fine. Long ammo is just annoying because it's a 40-meter ignite range. So part of me wonders, like, do we need to maybe reduce that a tiny bit? I think it would still be strong if it was like 30. Is Instant going to be the next scarce? Probably not. I don't think it's like a big enough thing to... I don't think it's a big enough issue right now. So I do think that not having penetration is a considerable downside. That being said, I feel like Incendiary's always kind of been really good. And with the penetration changes, people going for wallbangs a lot less. I feel like we've kind of moved out of like the era of everyone running like Spitzer on their long ammo. There definitely was a time where like everyone was running Spitzer and high velocity. Like that was just the most common thing you would see. I feel like ever since they nerfed Spitzer and that, like the new like sort of just general purpose, like I want to buff my weapon a little bit more kind of ammo type has been incendiary ammo. And like there is counterplay to it, like obviously salve skin exists. But I don't think it needs like a huge nerf. But I don't know, it is just annoying on weapons like the Sparks, and specifically just on long ammo, because not only does it ignite you from super far away, but also like those are the weapons that deal some of the highest damage in the game. And if you don't sit and let your charcoal go away, you're just gonna get body tapped, and that doesn't feel fun. I don't know. I would propose maybe a slight nerf to it. Maybe make it so it's not available on like every single long ammo rifle. I think that's also just contributing to it. Like, fuck it, maybe it's time to give more weapons like poison ammo. Do like a little bit of a reshuffle. Give some like poison ammo. Give more things explosive ammo. I don't know. Right, I guess we got people here. A lot of grunts here. Oh. That was kind of nice. That was kind of a nice shot. I'm landing all sorts of headshots with the bow today. I doubt he was so... He looked like he was... He also rolled up here. Trying to figure out if people were here or not. I don't think Scrappy's here. Didn't really want to do that, but... Then I might just go for a rotate around here. Put me a bit more. A little bit higher up here. Oh, Hellborn's right over here. It's light. Oddly enough. Do we think I can take out Hellborn fast enough? In case there is somebody. Hellborn. Oh, Hellborn. Come on, you. I just need to check because I'm not convinced that there's no one else in that compound. Should be able to just go and grab these now. Light. Ooh, and death sheet. Okay. There's no one. I guess I'm gonna go check on this kill then and see if there's anyone. See if anyone came to pick him up or not. Could it have just been like a solo who was trying to be like extra sneaky? I'm not sure. Didn't even get him. Here. I think he... No, he did pick up. Someone picked him up. He surely isn't here anymore, so... Did they just book it out to Armados? I don't really know. But I have Death Cheat, and I have the token, so I'm gonna go ahead and just head on over there. If we see Ghostface, I guess we'll just... Unless we see him in the boss layer, I'm just going to assume that he is missing bars. I want to make sure I'm not getting ambushed here, because that would be bad. I will head up here real quick, though, just to get a trap back. Does this always take this long? Jeez. Grab some... Am I full on special? Oh, I am. Huh. I guess I took my arrow back, right. Inches up and left? Yeah, it seems like it. I didn't hear any other, like, fighting or anything, so I don't really know what was going on there, but... Still clear. And it sounds like the fighting has just begun. I think I'll try and approach from the south here. Oh, I think they're heading right for extraction anyways. Oh boy. Catch them? Oh. I don't think so. Oh god, right there. Hey guys. Oh. remember that one is there. I see one over there. Oh. I'm just gonna pop this right now, I guess. This is absolutely not the best loadout to be doing this, but oh shit. Are you? It's not you right there, is it? No. All moved over here. Oh, guys, push me. They're so far back. I just can't seem to land a shot on them. It's gonna be hard because, like, I can't really push up here. Beetle. I'd like to do an aggressive push here, but I just don't think I can without Surefoot. I'm pretty sure one's at the base of the tower, I'm gonna guess. Never mind, they are a lot closer than I thought. Need them to get closer. This is a hard loadout to use at this range. Shit. Oh, I thought I was a little further away from that. Damn, he was in the bushes. I couldn't see him. My own trap fucked me up there. Well, I do have a death cheat, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I should have tried to get in the water so they couldn't burn me out. My own damn trap. Yeah. I feel like this is definitely the type of team that is going to sit here and wait this out. I'm going to stand up and get probably levered down or stabbed. That's what I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess, place your bets. I'm going to guess that I get levered by that guy with the Winnie or stabbed by this Devil's Advocate. Don't know about the third, though. Those are my two guesses. They definitely are just waiting. All right, dualies, I believe in you. Win me this fight, and my life is yours. Nope, I got... he also had dualies. Damn. Oh, that was the third one that I did not. An unforeseen third circumstance. Damn, if I didn't step in my own trap, I feel like I could have had that. They were playing very... I mean, they weren't playing spread out, but, like, they were playing in a way that I think I could have picked off. Like, if I got one, I feel like I could have taken that, but... oh well. You want a new type of ammo or a rework to an existing one? What would it be? Good question. New ammo type's hard because I don't know like what we would add that wouldn't be like really annoying to play against. Like I know a lot of people are asking like a lot of people are asking for like some sort of like electric ammo or like zappy ammo, which I don't think is necessarily a bad idea per se. It's mainly just that like I don't know how they would implement that without making it either like super underpowered or super annoying. Because the things that I've seen people suggest are like, oh, maybe it gives you like extra aim punch when you hit someone with it, or maybe it like gives like a like kind of a similar effect to like stepping in a choke cloud where you're just keep getting like your aim disrupted by like just constantly getting punched. That sounds really fucking annoying. Do you want to play against that? Want deafening ammo to disrupt the hearing of those you hit with? Poison already kind of does that, though, is the thing. Maybe a rework to poison is that they make that hearing, like that hearing disorientingness and like the visuals. Maybe they make that more, maybe they make that more prominent? I'm not sure. I would have to be like, I'd be very cautious with how they do that because I feel like poison is like one small push away from being just like a really annoying ammo type. So I don't know, maybe making poison like deafen you more. Could be interesting to maybe have like, I don't know. Again, you would have to be careful with how you do this. This is just an idea. What if we made it so poison, you know how with, for those of you who've played during the Ash Bloom time of day, before 2.0 rolled around, they've taken it out of the game. Remember how during the heavy fog in Ash Bloom, you could almost hear like footsteps? Like you heard like little audio hallucinations every now and then? What if poison did something similar to that where you were like hallucinating a tiny bit for the time that it was going? And maybe you heard like, I don't know, maybe you just heard noises. Probably there'd have to be some way to distinguish like if they're real or not. But maybe not like footsteps, but maybe what if you just heard like, I don't know, the odd like grunt like scream or like crows taking off in the distance, something like that. That could be interesting. Or like faint whispering in your ear. I don't know. I feel like footsteps might not be the best thing in the world because footsteps are definitely something that you want to like listen for, and you still definitely can hear footsteps every now and then. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's how I would maybe buff poison a little bit because you also have to consider like what weapons have poison. How long do they apply poison for? I think the Sparks poison would be a monster. The Sparks poison already kind of is like the best poison weapon in the game. But I wonder if it would be worth like... I was trying to think, like, would it be worth changing poison on certain weapons to be like subsonic? Subsonic's already hard because it does like, it does reduce the amount of velocity you have by quite a bit, and that's the main reason why, like, nobody runs it, but I don't know. Could be an interesting thing to maybe lean into the more, like, utility side of it. It would mean that certain weapons would get absolutely neutered by it, though, so I don't know if I want that, per se. I'm not sure. Like, there's a few things we could do with poison, but I do think poison is, like... Poison and subsonic, I think, are my two picks for, like, weapon or ammo types that could maybe do with a rework. Or a buff in some sort of way. And I think Incendiary could use with maybe a slight nerf. Just because, like, its popularity is going up and it is a pretty annoying ammo type to play against. I don't know what I would really do for subsonic, though. Maybe just, like, it already gives extra ammo, maybe just increase that further. But for certain weapons, it only gives you, like, an extra 2 or 3 bullets at most. Oh, Satin's here. Nice. It only gives you, like, 2 or 3 bullets at most. I feel like that's just not... That's not a lot. I kind of want to place traps here, but this meathead's going to set them off, so I guess I'm just going to ignore that for now. Hammer, though, so that'll be nice for dealing with Assassin. Stop there. I'll grab this toolbox real quick, and then I think I want to place another one maybe along this side. Haven't really decided yet. Okay, actually, I have 2 of these. I could place one on this barrel here. This does work. This does functionally turn this into a concertina poison trip mine if someone steps in it. It's not in the best spot, but it might work. Maybe. There's another meathead here, so I think I'm just gonna go in this building. People do like to go in this building quite a bit, so... And we'll grab this hammer that I saw. Sure to jump my traps to work. No, it's not another trap for me to run into. I made sure to place them in places that I don't think I'm going to be going that much. Like, I can still peek out from here, which is good, and I don't think I'll be going in that building if I have the boss lair, so... Got my hammer. With my hammer. also potentially for subsonic just like reduce the noise on it on loud weapons even further. Like I think it's fine on, the noise level is fine on silent weapons, but on loud weapons there's like no real reason to run it. Oh. Where'd he go? That sucks. He's right behind me, huh? What? How did I fuck that up? Hear his ass at all. They don't know that it's white, though. It looks like he's sitting right on top of me, so... Oh. I need to try and pick up now, basically. Ah, dualies. Ah, dualies. I'm just not having very good luck with them today. Dualies, such is the nature of dualies, I guess. I am at the mercy of RNG. I think Hellfire bombs need to get nerfed. I really haven't found Hellfire bomb. Like I think that they are a lot better now than they. I mean, they're obviously a lot better because they buffed them, but I find Hellfire bombs quite a bit better now, especially with like the recovery shot being in the game now. I don't know. Hellfire is burning off a big bar. They are still relatively hard to hit. They're loud, they're predictable. Like pretty much unless someone knows your pinpoint location, it's not that hard to just like to dodge it. I also just feel like I don't see them nearly as much as other things. I feel like Hellfire bombs are fine. Maybe no more dualies. Nope, I have hard committed to this loadout and I am going to run it. I think I just had a bad personal experience. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like sometimes there are things in the game that just kind of suck and like you don't see them often enough to just like to justify nerfing them. I think a good example of that is like the beetle, right? I think the beetle is a perfect example, and I do think the beetle, like at least a stalker beetle, might be maybe a little like 50 damage is maybe a little strong. I think maybe like slightly under a big bar would be nicer. But point being, beetle spam is really annoying, right? However, and sometimes you just don't, sometimes you just die to beetles and that's just what it is. However, it is a very dedicated strategy that people have to be coordinated to do. And it's not something that you see often enough. It's not like it's overpowered or anything. It is just annoying. And when it works and it doesn't feel good to die to it. But getting spammed down by beetles, I don't think justifies beetles being nerfed. Again, I do think that maybe reducing them so you can't do, like, a trio can't bring a beetle each, target one person, and just kill them like that. You know, catch them off guard and 3 beetles bomb someone. I think it should maybe take more than 3 beetles. Like, 3 beetles should bring someone within an inch of their life, assuming all go off and you don't take very much bleed damage. But I think 3 beetles is maybe just a little bit much. So again, I think doing maybe like just under a big bar would be better. Yeah, I think like 40 damage for a stalker makes more sense. 50 is just a lot, plus bleed, plus poison. It is just a lot. But again, I don't think beetles are at a point where they should be like considered like, you know, hard nerfed. I think people who want to do beetle spam, like, it is a funny it is a funny idea. Like, it's a funny strategy. Just like objectively. Dive bombing someone to death with a bunch of little fucking bugs is a very funny strategy objectively, and I will not have it any other way. But again, I think you should be, like, if you're doing that, you should have to, like, hard commit to doing it. And it should either be, like, that person plays poorly enough where they just allow themselves to take too much bleed damage, or they get shot first and then a beetle comes in. Putting a sticky on a beetle before flying into a boss compound is peak hunt. Dabby and a couple of friends actually spent like an entire night trying to go for it, and I think they did get someone who was in like fighting the boss with a sticky beetle. Sticky beetle combo. I'm also biased because beetles are one of my favorite additions to the game. I think beetles are a great addition to the game. I think that it's a very unique thing, and I'd like to see more things like the stalker beetle added to the game. I think we are well overdue for a new like tool or consumable. The last tool we had was the throwing spear, and that was added like what, around this time last year, May of last year. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think we've got anything else. Hearing someone. Was I hearing someone running? I'm not sure. Where is this clue? Other side? Here's the Claymore Mine thing. I feel like you kind of have that already, though, with, like, the Dark Dynamite... sorry, the Dark Dynamite Slash is the newest edition. My bad. Still, though. We haven't really had too many. I feel like we could definitely look into adding. Definitely look into making something new. Because as nice as the Dark Dynamite Satchel is, and I do like that they have buffed it, reduced the price and whatnot, it's still not something that many people are taking. I don't think I don't know why more people aren't taking it, but I don't know. It is $100 for a consumable. There's that, but also like so is a frag bomb. I think being able to pick them up was a huge buff, and I'm kind of surprised that more people aren't bringing them because of that, but I also just think people aren't super big on like trap playstyle. I don't know. I think Dark Dynamite is a very underrated. I think it is a very underrated consumable. Boss is here. Place these. Should be good. Shooting to the south, though. second one in here. Or I'll put it in the... I will not deal with the AI because I want it to seem like no one's really gone in that building so far. I adore traps. I like traps too. I think they're a really good addition. And I hate the people who say like, oh, traps are like, traps are bad, like no skill, blah blah blah. It's like, I don't know. If you hate traps that much, simply just look down or bring vigilance. I don't know. There is counterplay. Which I think is like the biggest thing for annoying playstyles like that, or playstyles that have potential to be annoying. There needs to be counterplay. Because if there isn't that, and it just feels like you're just dying to bullshit, and there's nothing you could have done about it, that makes the game frustrating. Makes the game really frustrating. For being nice and calling common sense counterplay. I mean, that's the thing too, like you do develop habits. You do start to develop habits as you play against that kind of stuff more and more. You can learn to like jump through most doorways or jump through places where you think there could even be like the slight possibility of a trap. It's also one cost trait that completely destroys traps as a playstyle. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I do think that like traits as a counterplay can sometimes be just like a band-aid fix. In certain cases, it is okay. I just don't want everything to be the only answer is just, oh, it's countered by a trait. Just take that trait. I would like if they came up with more creative ways to counteract things. We're in there. Ah. Dead. We need a win. I will try my best, but no promises. We're off to a good start, though. How goes the bow? The bow's treating me nice today. Dualies, not so much. Dualies were doing good for me yesterday. Today, though, I am just like, there's been like two or three fights where I have died because dualies just have not been on my side, and I have just gotten like shotgun down. We have people in the White House there. I'm gonna assume it's the people I was hearing around like lumber or nickels, so probably long ammo. What are your favorite dualies? None of them. I don't really like dualies, but I think they are fun with a bow. Running the Paxes right now. So I'm just gonna sort of wait and see what happens here. Fairly certain they're just waiting for me. I want to, because I'll need to just push over there. I just want to be able to pick up and see if there's anyone else around. Oh. Before doing that. Mattos are probably the best just for the shotgun. I would agree, like, in terms of shotgun part, but also just bring a bring a rival hand cannon. I hear a martini and I hear a centennial. Haven't heard a shotgun, but don't know yet. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to push over, because there's people also around here, so. Oh, that cloth is not going to be nice to me. Never mind. Not doing that peek then. This is a really awkward situation. Because I know as soon as I instigate something, people, like, as soon as someone hears someone die, people are just going to push. And I need to be in, like, I need to really be concerned about my positioning with this loadout, because, again, we are in a compound, which is good, but there are also quite a few long sight lines on this compound, so be concerned about that. I don't really know what they're shooting at, though. Out in the water. I mean, hoping they just kind of rotate into each other would be ideal. One's going over there. See if one steps in the traps there. Open that just so it kind of keeps his attention on me. Maybe not so much on the traps. Okay. Fuck. Damn, that's annoying. So I see one back there. Okay, there goes my head. Fuck me, I guess. Damn. Oh, that was unfortunate. I wonder how much damage did I do to that spinning blade then? She got me in the arm for I guess it was 4 meters away, but yeah, she was on death's door. That was like barely a small bar's worth of damage. Ah well. Ah, not what I meant to do. What am I doing? Wanted to keep the stream about you because I'm in your chat, but how's Gabby doing with all those war injuries? She's doing fine. And don't worry, you can ask about Gabby. It's not like I'm adverse to talking about Gabby in here. Like, you can ask about her. Oh, she's in bed. Twitch chat's asking about you and all of your injuries. Oh, she wants to come talk about it. She's doing fine though. Yeah, if anyone's out of the loop on this, Gabby has been going through it. She has jaw arthritis from grinding and clenching her teeth in her sleep. And also got in a bike accident and went over her handlebars and thankfully didn't like break or sprain anything, but just like bruised her shoulder and arm really bad. You could have died if you hit your head because you were going 35 kilometers without a fucking helmet. Yes, you do. Who's Gabby? Gabby is my girlfriend.
Gabby.
They said they're new. They apologized. No. The goat herself's gonna come chat with us? Yes, she's just putting on pants. She said she doesn't want you to hear her without pants. If she gets better, she will. At least the bike accident part, the jaw arthritis is gonna probably take some surgery, so...
Yeah, so for the bike accident stuff, I am in incredible amounts of pain most of the time. I can't lift anything at work, or I risk injuring myself even more. No, it's all right. I hit the ground, like the pavement going 35 kilometers an hour, so...
On a bike without a helmet?
Yeah, without my helmet, because I'm the goat. My brain okay? Never was. Oh, and for the jaw arthritis thing, as soon as I can see someone, is I have a consult and x-ray getting done January 12th, which is fucking insane.
Not even like the actual surgery, just a consult.
They just want to take pictures of the part of my jaw they want to fucking rip apart.
That is unfortunately...
And I gotta pay for it out of pocket, so check out my Discord, go into the announcement section. We are doing a community goal. I'm gonna be streaming a little bit more often, and we're gonna try and raise a couple grand. No, I'm gonna be streaming.
You haven't been streaming more often?
Yeah, because Arc Raiders isn't out yet.
I see.
But yeah, we're gonna be streaming a bit more often once I find something to do, and we're gonna be raising a couple grand so that I can hopefully get my jaw fixed, and I won't be in pain forever, so check it out.
Hey. Your cyclist going 35k an hour. It's an e-bike, so she had a little bit of assistance there, but yes. Yeah, that is unfortunately the...
Yo, is that toxic? You should VIP toxic right now.
I don't know if I have any more VIP slots left.
Check. Watch VIPs.
I don't want to check right now.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Don't grab my armpits. What are you doing?
I'm grabbing your sting. I'm grabbing your sting.
Stop.
I'm grabbing your armpit sting.
Go away.
Woo, tickle your armpits.
I'm gonna accidentally run over your foot with my chair. Watch out.
Okay.
No, it's not. You don't need any more injuries.
I'm gonna tickle your armpits.
Okay, you need to stop this.
Love you.
I love you too. Gremlin, rightfully so.
Anyone for the road.
You have anything else that you would like to say? You're just sitting there staring at chat, waiting for them to say something.
It's a clown, slip clown world, and the weak should fear the silly.
Lied, she did hit her head on that bike accident. It turned her into the Joker. Are you sure you're a hunt player? Everything around here seems so wholesome. Listen, I try my best. Like, Hunt's community, I think, is better than a lot of communities out there, but it is a very it is just a very sad and miserable community at times. And I try and remedy that because I don't see the point. Hi, yes, that's very cold milk. Hi. It does. Are you gonna drink that straight out of the jug? Do it. Or are you using it for something? I don't know what you're saying. He was never the same after the bike accident. Your Discord, did they?
Yeah.
That's cute. Gamers who are never happy syndrome. Yeah, the hunt community, like, especially now, I feel like morale is very low right now. I'm hoping that whatever they're cooking up next, like we have seen the teasers for the Judd Holden inspired skin, which looks pretty cool. I think that's going to be a slam dunk. But I do think that there is going to be, like, this next update for Crytek needs to be, like, it needs to have something substantial. I know that they said they were going to be a bit lighter on content this year, as they were just focusing on, like, fixing the game and making it, like, keeping the game a little bit, trying to make it a more healthy state, since they've kind of just added, they just shotgunned, like, a fucking million pieces of content to us in, like, the last half of last year, and didn't really stop to consider, like, how it would impact the game as much. So I think they're kind of just, they're fixing what happened there. I think they need to have a couple of meaningful additions to the game too, because, like, this last update was good. There were a lot of nice balancing changes and things that came to the game that I really like. But the new weapons, they just really failed to make, like, any kind of impact. And I think that whatever they are cooking up for this next update, it needs to be better than the Obrez match, because that thing, it literally has no place in the game. And the Carbine Silencer, while I do think is a nice addition, adding a new silencer when silencers are kind of like a hot topic in the community, at least it was. I feel like they're a lot less now after the nerf. I feel like it was, I don't know. I feel like I feel like it was not the right time to release the Carbine Silencer. And even still, the Carbine is not a very loved gun in the game. So I can't imagine that too many people were rejoicing at that. Where's the elevator here? There it is. So I think they need to make something that is going to have, like, a substantial amount of impact. And it needs to be something that is, like, I think the worst possible thing they could do right now is have, like, another crossover themed event. Honestly, like, having another crossover themed skin is also probably something that wouldn't work, or that wouldn't be very great for community morale right now. But they have said that they have, like, signed contracts and they are going to be they're going to be adding more stuff moving forward. Granted, that was a while ago, but it's still, like, I don't think we can stop the crossover skins from coming. I just hope that they release. I hope that they release at good times, to where, like, people aren't too upset by them, and that they're not crossovers that are gonna, like, upset people too much. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna be getting something soon. My estimate is probably June, I would say, for the next updates, event, whatever it's gonna be. I don't know. Don't let it be another bolt action. I'm fine with it being another bolt action. Just, I don't think we need any more long ammo in the game right now. I think we need something a little bit more interesting. Because long ammo, like, while it is good, it's very limited in what you can do with it, creativity-wise. Am I blind? Yes, I am blind. It is very limited in what you can do with it, since long ammo kind of has to follow these, like, these standards. So, are there any compact bolt-action guns? I don't believe so, no. Yeah, I don't believe there's any compact bolt actions in the game. No, there aren't. It's just lever actions and pump actions. And I guess technically semi-auto. Yeah, closest is probably the marathon. But by that logic, you'd also say that, like, the Winnie's also close there, so... Make the cat animations yourself. They're great. Thank you. Yeah, everything that like this entire channel, everything that you see from me is stuff that I have done myself. So I'm quite proud of how it's come along. My silly little doodles. Yeah, everything I do is myself. Add a new cheapest rifle. I don't think we need, like, I don't know. Like, a cheap rifle would be good. I don't think we need to aim for, like, the cheapest, right? But a compact single shot gun? That, I don't know. I feel like if they were to do that, they would have to have some sort of gimmick to it. Need a volcanic pistol, so there's a cheesy levering pistol. I actually think that a volcanic pistol would be something that people would probably enjoy. Just out of, like, style factor alone and fun factor. Give it, like, I don't know, incendiary ammo, give it explosive ammo, give it something, and make it work with levering. Just make it like a fun gun. I don't know. I think that could be an interesting addition to the game. What is here? Okay. Place these here. I think I'll probably place the other ones over this way. I'm not sure. Place them there. That's a pretty hidden spot. Yeah, I do think a volcanic pistol could be an interesting addition to the game. I've seen a lot of people asking for, like, a medium ammo, like, Carcano rifle could be kind of cool. I think a Carcano could be interesting. I don't know what they would do to it to make it different from everything else, but... I don't know. One thing that I do think could be, because, like, we're getting to a point where there's just so many guns in the game that, like, it's getting kind of hard for Crytek has to get, like, very creative with, like, what niches they want weapons to fill. And I feel like something that could maybe be an interesting thing for them to look at would be differentiating how much damage drop-off range. Like making that not a consistent stat based on ammo types, but make it more independent per weapon. Obviously still have, like, the general rule of, like, you know, long ammo has a further damage drop-off range, compact has a shorter drop-off range, stuff like that. But I think it could make for some interesting dynamics. Because I think if we have weapons that are within, like, again, let's say that just the baseline is how it is right now. The baseline is compact, at least for rifles, compact rifles, drop-off starts at 20 meters. For medium ammo rifles, it starts at 30. And for long ammo, it starts at 40. I feel like if we were to go 10 meters, a variation, either like forward or backwards, I feel like that could be an interesting, like that would still be good, and that would still kind of keep that that structure, I feel. Because 10 meters drop off range is definitely substantial. That's not nothing. That is definitely not nothing in this game. I mean, hell, they buffed medium ammo rifles to be 30 meters, up from 20, and that was a very nice buff to medium ammo. So I... Oh. Fuck. Where the hell was that from? Two. Don't know if I hear a third. Whip melee weapon? Okay, let's talk about that in a second, because I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. See a lantern or something anywhere? Just to burn these fools. Lantern. Perfect. I guess I can do... That should get her. God, there was a lantern right here? Whoops. Might go ahead and move these traps here. This is a lot more of an obvious place, but this is the direction that they're coming from, so... Nervous of that swap there, and also that one. Is it just one? Oh, this must be the third then. It's just one, so yeah, I guess this must be the guy. Don't think I can feasibly run across there. Feel like I might need to try. He's just gonna shoot me as soon as I step on that, so... I'm getting in so many fights today where, like, I just can't really do much because the only like available pushes that I have are incredibly risky. Never mind. Okay. That works. I do need to be careful this guy isn't a solo. I'm gonna approach here. I think this is the third, though. Oh, yeah, this is definitely the third. Oh, he also had dualies. Okay, there we go. Throw that on him in case he is solo. They have anything to burn him with, so... Damn, right through the forehead, though. Youch. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go north and see what I can find at Hellborn Place. Imagine having a Crag sniper and losing to a bow. I don't think he even fired that Crag, like, at all, either. Which is kind of funny. I do need to make sure. I'm fairly certain that was the third. That poison isn't going to do much to stop him, but it might disorient him a little bit, so... We're just going to go north. Yeah, someone said a whip melee weapon. That sounds pretty cool. I actually really like the idea of that. We definitely have to figure out like what to do with it. I don't think that it should be a one-shot. I really don't think it should be a one-shot. But maybe it has like a much longer range, and maybe it applies bleed. I kind of like that idea. I feel like for like heavy attacks, it would have to be like whip, pull it back, whip. Like it would have to be something like along that lines in terms of like speed. There's so much room to play with adding melee weapons to the game. I agree with you. Oh, he was a solo? Or maybe that's someone else, I'm not sure. Huh. He's just playing that extra cautious, I guess. Oh, that's fine. He may have the bounty token, but I have his pride. Yeah, I think having a whip be like the strength being the range but not being able to one-shot someone, I think that's a good idea. And I think adding bleed to it could be interesting as well, because I mean, whips do cause bleeding. And you whip someone with it. Definitely does cut the skin open. I think you should apply bleed and stun the enemy hunter. I don't think stunning should... stunning, I don't think needs to be in the game. Because stunning sounds like it could be annoying. But I think, again, just give it like... I don't know. Give the whip, like, maybe you have to be pretty accurate with it. Maybe from, like, I don't know, here to the armored. That's, like, what? I don't know. It's, like, 6 or 7 meters. I feel like 7 to 8 meters is probably a good range for it. Because then it gives you a chance to, like, fight back against people who also have other melee weapons, right? Give us a lasso. Okay. Maybe. I can see what you're cooking there. Yeah, whoever, I think it was Miles, you said that there's a lot of room to play with melee weapons. I agree with you in certain aspects, because I think something that's just like a reskin of like pretty much every other melee weapon that we have right now, you know, like a new machete, a new baseball bat, like I feel like there's not very much room to go with that, aside from maybe like damage type. Could be nice to have, I mean, it could be nice for, that's, not great. Oh well. It could be nice for AI, and maybe we look into maybe different like variations of tools for like tool melees that can deal with AI a little easier. Could be kind of interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know how we would do that without making it like a poison blade would be cool, but I don't know how we would maybe make that. Maybe it just does a lot less damage for like PvP. But the trade-off is that it's poison, so it clears AI really quickly. I'm not sure. I feel like it's hard to do, though, because, like, the melee tools that are in the game right now are already, like, very, very strong. At least in terms of PvP, so... Oh, Alpha, you really had to redeem that? Damn, I kind of thought people forgot about that one. Okay. Once again, I will give you the option between a regular meow or a Pop-Tart meow, which is a lot more squeaky and sounds like, I don't know, you stepped on a small creature. You want a Pop-Tart meow? Well, Pop-Tart's also right here. I'll bring her over.
Thanks
as
a
well.
lot, my friend.
Okay. Okay. I have her. She is not very happy because I woke her from her nap. She's here. Here, Pop-Tart. What do you think of Twitch chat? Do you want to say hi? Oh, she's sniffing. She's sniffing and her tail's wiggling. I think she's just not happy that I'm holding her. Alright. Alright, Pop-Tart, ready? I'm gonna do my best Pop-Tart imitation, okay? The best Pop-Tart imitation goes... Ooh! Mew! Me moo! Me moo! No, chat asked for a Pop-Tart meow. They redeemed the thing. I'm not bullying her. She's here to be a judge. No, I give them the option. I said a regular meow or a Pop-Tart meow, and they said Pop-Tart. Twitch chat's bullying my cat. Twitch chat, you heard it here first. Twitch chat is bullying my cat. Eee-oo. Eee-oo. That's what noise you make. Yes, that is the noise you make, Pop-Tart. Okay, she's really upset with me. Okay, give Twitch chat a kiss. Kiss the microphone. Mwah. Pop-Tart's a cat that moos. Pop-Tart is a cat of many noises. She does go moo when she's happy. She just kind of squeaks and moos. She was raised by... Her mom had kittens at like 6 months old, so her mom didn't know how to be a parent very much, so Pop-Tart's still missing a lot of, she's missing a lot of just like normal cat things. And Gabby's cat Maiden is a bit older and has been like her pseudo mom, but Maiden also doesn't meow normally. Maiden actually moos. You pick Maiden up, and if she doesn't like it, she'll just go moo, which is really funny because she's also like a black and white like spotted cat. So she is just a little cow. Anyways, I think I'm gonna probably call it here because it is hot as hell in this apartment, and we're at our 2 hours, so we'll end it on a win. But yeah, I like the ideas that we had here with that whip. I will definitely be stealing that. I do plan to make depending on if I might make it for the next video that I upload. There will be a new video going up tomorrow. It is already up for patrons, but I think the next video that I'm gonna make is gonna be like my ideal update if I could make one. So definitely be looking at that because I I'm struggling to find new meaningful weapons to add to the game. So, but I like the idea of a whip. Anyways, that's all from me. Thank you all a ton for coming out today. I really appreciate it. If you want to check out my other stuff, there are links down below: YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, all sorts of fun stuff where you can support me more and see the other things that I do. And there will be a new video going up tomorrow morning on YouTube again, so check that out if you are interested. And I'll see you guys all for Saturday. I'll be live Saturday afternoon, where we're going to be doing the one more day of this loadout. So that's all for me. Thank you all a ton.